Hello and welcome everyone to the History of Everything, and I hope you guys are having a good day today because today we're going to be talking about one of the most deadliest wars that happened in history. That's right, we're going to be talking about top 5 facts of the Great War from 1914 to 1918. Starting off at number 5, the assassination of Franz Ferdinand. In June 1914, Franz Ferdinand and his wife Sophia traveled to Bosnia for a state visit. As they headed towards their destination, they narrowly escaped death when a Serbian terrorist threw a bomb at their open-topped car. Their luck ran out later that day when a driver passed through another nationalist who shot and killed Franz Ferdinand and his wife at point-blank range. After his death, Austria-Hungary declared war on Serbia. In turn, Russia, as their ally, declared war against Austria-Hungary. Germany joined alongside Austria-Hungary to put pressure on Russia, and then Germany declared war against France before invading Belgium. Number 4. Trench warfare. The trench system simply began as a collection of foxholes hastily dug by troops using their entrenching tools. These holes were deepened so that the soldier can safely stand up in one of them. From this beginning, a system of more permanent field fortification can be constructed. In making a trench, soil from the excavation is used to create a raised parapets running both in front and behind the trench. Within the trench are fire positions along a raised forward step called the fire step, and duckboards were placed on the often muddy bottoms of the trench to provide secure footings. During World War I, trenches were essential for protection. Number 3. The Red Baron. The Red Baron was the name applied to Manfred von Richthofen, a German fighter pilot who was the deadliest flying ace in World War II during a 19-month period. The Red Baron shot down 80 Allied aircraft and won widespread fame for his scarlet-colored airplanes and ruthless, effective flying style. Richthofen's legend only grew after he took command of a German fighter wing known as the Flying Circus, but his career in the cockpit was cut short in April 1918. During an exchange of fire, Richthofen was struck in the torso by a bullet and died after crash landing in a field. Alright, it's about that time for a quiz. Who was the president during World War I? Abraham Lincoln, Woodrow Wilson, Franklin D. Roosevelt, or Donald J. Trump? Number 2. The U.S. Involvement. For the first 3 years of the war, the United States was not involved, but that changed when the German government announced that they sunk the William P. Fier vessel. President Wilson was outraged, but the German government apologized and called the attack an unfortunate mistake. On June 26, the first 14,000 U.S. infantry troops landed in France to begin training for combat. The entrance of the United States well-supplied forces into the conflict marked a major turning point in the war and helped the Allies to victory. On November 11, 1918, more than 2 million American soldiers had served on the battlefields of Western Europe, and some 50,000 of them had lost their lives. And coming in at number 1, the Treaty of Versailles. The Treaty of Versailles was the most important piece of treaties that brought World War I to an end. The treaty ended the state of war between Germany and the Allied powers. The treaty was signed on the 28th June 1919 in Versailles, exactly 5 years after the assassination of Franz Ferdinand, which directly led to the war. The treaty required Germany to accept the responsibility of Germany and their allies for causing all the loss and damage during the war. In 1921, the total cost of these reparations was assessed at 132 billion marks, or $33 billion. Now, let's answer that question from earlier. If you answered B, Woodrow Wilson, you are correct. Well, that's another video down in the history books. Please subscribe for 2 videos a week. Feel free to request next week's topic down below in the comments.